Well, okay, so we're looking at graphing an arithmetic sequence. Now, this is coming from page 660 in your textbook. This is example 2, entitled, interestingly enough, Graph an Arithmetic Sequence. And I chose to do this here in Excel because, again, I just want to illustrate how we can use Excel as one of our graphing tools. Of course, you can graph things by hand or on the calculator. And we'll look at various examples as we move along using all of these tools. But in this particular one, I'm going to use here our Excel spreadsheet. Now, I went ahead and I've loaded in the sequence that we were given, which was 8, 11, and 4, which you see here I've got in column A. And so let's see, we think this is going to be an arithmetic sequence. And so let's see, our common difference between 18 and 11, that's going to be -7. And between 11 and 4, also -7. And we're asked, I think, to bring in the next 4 terms and then graph. So if we got 4 minus 7, then that's going to give us -3. And I'm just going to enter -3 here into my table. And let's see, -3 and -7, that's -10. That's my second extra term. -10 minus 7 is -17. And minus 7, or -17 minus 7 is -24. So now we've identified the next 4 terms after the 3 we were given, 18, 11, and 4. We're asked to graph this. And so I'm going to highlight my terms that I have entered using my common difference. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit Insert. And I'm going to choose Graphs. And I'm going to choose this one that right here where it says, when I hover over this, it says Insert Scatter Plot, or scatter is going to be a scatter plot. And I'm going to drop this box down and I'm just going to pick the scatter plot right there. And boom, there's my graph. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to do it this way, I want to show this relationship. First, we can see that this is a linear function, because if I were to take a line or draw a line here connecting these dots in this scatter plot, we can see that it's going to be a line. It's going to have a negative slope because it is going down and to the right. And that fits because my common difference, if I go back to a linear equation, y equals mx plus b, your common difference is going to equate to your slope. And since we've got a -7 is our common difference, then I should be looking at a linear function that has a negative slope to it. Second thing, if you look right here, so when x, this is the x-axis running along here where we see the numbers, the x-axis is right above where the numbers are. And over here on the left is my y-axis. And I can see that when x is 1, y is 18. And if I hover over that point right there, it even tells me 1, 18. When x is 1, y is 18. If I go over here to 2, let's say, well, I got when x is 2, y is 11. Let's go down here when x is 5. When x is 5, y is -10. Let's just do one more. And when x is 7, y is -24. So we can use Excel to do our graph. It also points out for us here that that an arithmetic function is, in fact, a linear function. The common difference, as we're going to learn in our next example, when we're looking to find a term, the common difference is our slope. If we're using one of our slope formulas. So there we go. We're graphing an arithmetic sequence.